Hey there, Capricorn. Thank you for joining me for the week of June 29th. Let me just plug in my stuff here. There we go. People ask me why I wear these headphones, and you actually can't hear it because the microphone I have it set to only pick up my voice when it's really close. But there is a lot of noise going on around me, so that's why I wear headphones because it's very distracting here in my neighborhood. And this keeps the distractions very low, so just know that. Uh, so this week is very interesting. Let's just get started. The first card you have is the Two of Spades. I was going to give a quick overview there, but I think we're just going to go through the reading and see where it ends up. A lot of people have had this card. I don't know, and I said this in somebody else's reading. I said, I don't know if there's like some astrological aspect going on right now when it comes to relationships. Again, I'm not an astrologer, so I don't, I'm not 100% on that. I do watch a lot of astrology videos, but I just, don't know exactly what's going on there. This is a card of relationship issues, and it can be personal relationships for the most part. It's usually personal, with somebody in your house or somebody you're close to. So that's why I'm wondering if it's astrological. I said to the other sign that also had this card that feels incredibly minor. It feels more like an argument or something along those lines. Maybe you have an argument with somebody in your house or something like that. The card usually shows up to tell you to not get involved in the argument, to just let whatever it is happen. It's a card that says don't try to be right. Just let the situation go. It's a very hard thing for humans to do in general because we want to be right. That's, part of our ego and things like that. But this card really says let the ego go. Even if you're 100% right, just let the other person do whatever they're going to do. Let them learn the lesson. Even if you're trying to prevent them from doing something that will harm them or well, hopefully not harm them, but, they won't end up in a good position if they do whatever you're advising them against. If you have a situation like that, you just have to let it go. Because, the thing about this card is if you engage in the argument or you engage in the battle with the person, it always ends up worse. So just let it go, let the situation happen, and you'll be able to maintain the relationship with the person without any harm. And that's what you want. On the flip side, you have this, which is a Two of Diamonds, which indicates a positive relationship. Two of Diamonds is typically a business relationship. It is a Diamonds card. Business job type relationship, so it could end up being in either kind of arena, and it's a good card. Like I said, I feel like this is at home. That's what I'm trying to spit out right now. Is I feel like this is a home issue more than anything. I feel like job-wise, I think things are going to be going great. That might be the spark that causes the issue, as well as this is that you're maybe working. It does look like you're working rather hard this week. So, and that's not going to slow down. By the way, I did the July videos, and I think July is a very busy month for everybody. So just know that I'll say it again, avoid this issue, especially if it has to do with work or you working too much or something like that. Try to play it cool and work around it and do what you can because July is going to be busier. So you don't want that to blow up into something that gets way too out of hand. Not that I see anything like that happening. I just want to get that out there. Two of Diamonds, like I said, positive business relationship. It can even just be a positive relationship with your work or business itself, not necessarily a person. So that's a good thing. That means a positive exchange at work, that you're getting a good exchange of energy, more money coming in, all those things. Next we have the Jack of Spades. This is just simply the energy that is going to be around you this week. I think the thing about jacks is that they typically, it brings in a certain youthfulness, a certain playfulness, being playful, and and kind of having a good time. So I think that's important. On the other side of the coin, you have the fact that he's very ambitious. I think you're going to be very ambitious this week, and like I said, that energy is going to carry through July. I think what I think is going to happen, not to give too much away because I want you to be surprised, but what I think is going to happen is I think that things are going to start getting better for you, I think, especially through July, and I think that's just going to make you want to work more. It's one of those things where things start getting better in your job or in your business, whatever you happen to have, or both if you have both. I know Capricorns are hard workers, so you might have both. and things are going to start getting better, and that's going to make you want to work more. So you just are going to work more, and it's just going to attract more money and more stuff into your life, which is not always, exactly positive, but it is a positive thing. But this guy also says have fun, and make sure to keep having fun. If he showed up as a king or something like that this week, it would say, okay, go ahead and just do the work. This guy's saying, make sure that you have the good balance this week, the work-life balance, and make sure you really focus on that, of creating a good balance and not working too much. Even though you might be super ambitious, which you will be, because that's what this card is. It's a card of ambition. Just know to just kind of try to keep things in balance. Finally, you end with the Eight of Clubs. This is a really rare card. It doesn't really ever come up for people. It's kind of one of those cards that rarely shows up. It's a good card to have. Some traditional readers read this as a negative, but to me, it's actually a huge positive. It's a card of using your brain. It literally represents the exchange of energy in your brain. Eights are all about exchanges of energy, and the giving and the taking. And clubs represent the brain, so it represents using your intuition, using your brain, thinking things through this week. But it also indicates great mental power. I mean, it indicates that your gut feelings are going to be dead on this week. So trust your gut, trust your intuition, and trust your brain in general. Trust your intelligence when it comes to all things this week. And this card also says use those two things, your brain and your intuition, to be successful this week. To capitalize on things. It's a card of knowing when to do things. It's a card of knowing when to strike on certain situations. That's why I really like this card. It's like, it's one of those things where I think you'll be surprising yourself this week through July, maybe even longer, and just of like knowing when to do things at the right moment and getting it right. It's almost like you're kind of really in sync, which is, 8 is also a number that's in sync. So very interesting, like I said, and a very positive week, so enjoy it.